Hi everyone, this is Madhura, Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, K.S.Rangasamy College of Arts and Science, Tiruchengode. In this video, we are going to see about immunity and its types. First of all, we have to know about what is immunology. Immunology is the branch of science that deals with immunity of an individual. Louis Pasteur is known as the father of immunology. What is immunity? Immunity is the defense or resistance that occurs for the invasion of foreign substance in an individual. What is an immune system? Immune system is comprised of several types of cells and tissues which helps in the protection of body against the foreign substances. Immune responses. What is immune response? Immune response is the collective measure taken by the immune cells in our body to eradicate or destroy a foreign substance in our body. The ultimate aim of an immune system is to destroy or eliminate the foreign substance which invades the host. Immunity. Before entering into immunity, we have to know about two main substance names called antibody and antigen. Antibodies are the substance which are produced by our immune cells for the response of the antigens that enter into our body. Antigens are the substance which are called foreign particles like bacteria, viruses and fungi etc. Which enters into a host. Then now we are going to move to the topic called types of immunity. Immunity is classified as adaptive immunity and innate immunity. The adaptive immunity is further classified into active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity. The active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity are further classified into two types, natural and artificial immunities. Next we are going to see about the natural functioning mechanism of an immune system. Naturally an immune system functions in a way that when a foreign substance or foreign substances like bacteria, viruses and fungi that enter into our body which causing some effects in our immune system which triggers the immune system to act against it and eradicate it. The immune response are classified into three types which the first one is autoimmune response. The autoimmune response is that our own cells are considered as antigen by the antibodies produced in our immune system. The second is exaggerated immune response. Exaggerated immune response are like allergic reactions causing in our body and asthma problems causing in our body and intestinal inflammations and dysfunctions of our intestinal systems. And the last one is infective immune response. The infective immune response is caused when the immune cells do not cooperate with the immune system to identify or eradicate the foreign substance present in the body. The examples of infective immune response are called cancers. Then autoimmune disease examples are erythroid immunity which we are going to discuss clearly in this video. Innate immunity or the immune response gifted to an individual during his or her birth itself. So this is a non-specific immune response which cannot act against a specific microorganism. It only act against any invasion that causes by the foreign particles or pathogens in an individual. So innate immunity acts on a barrier level which has three barrier levels. The first barrier level is physical barrier. Physical barrier is nothing but our skin and mucous layers are the physical barriers which is naturally present in our body which protects our body from the invasion of the foreign substances. The second one is chemical barriers. Chemical barriers are present in our intestines and respiratory tracts which eradicate the microbes that invading our intestinal tracts by the acidic nature by changing its pH. And the last one is the cellular barrier. The cellular barrier is the first line response to the bacteria or fungi or pathogens entering into our body which by engulfing it or by neutralizing it through the chemical substance produced by the cells. The cells which are involved in the cellular response are neutrophils, macrophages, dendritic cells and natural killer cells. Neutrophils, macrophages and dendritic cells are work on the process of phagocytosis which is called as cell engulf method which engulfs the antigen present in our body and kill the substance and it eliminates the substance from our body. The last one, natural killer cells, produces some chemical substance called interleukins or interferons that chemically degrade the antigens that entering into our body. Now we are going to see about adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity is also known as acquired immunity, because the acquired immunity is acquired by an individual during his lifetime. So it is known as acquired immunity or adaptive immunity. Acquired immunity or adaptive immunity is divided into two types: active immunity and passive immunity. Active immunity means the individual acquires that immune response by the invasion of a foreign substance during his lifetime. For example, humoral mediated immunity and cell mediated immunity comes under this type, and that artificial immunity means artificial passive immunity means which that an individual acquires the immune response from another individual. So it is called as passive immunity, which passes from one individual to the other individual. So active immunity also classified into cell mediated immunity, because the B cells are produced by the B cells produce the antibodies, and the antibodies are stored and secreted in the blood. So it is called as humoral mediated immunity. So humoral mediated immunity acts like that when a foreign substance enters into our body, our macrophages present in our body identifies the foreign substance like virus or bacteria, and the phagocytosis process occurs. The engulfed bacteria into the macrophages are broken down into pieces, and then it is lined up with the T helper cells, which helps in production of the activation of B cells. The activation of B cells paves the way for the production of plasma cells, which produces antibodies and another set of memory cells, which helps in the second invention of the same bacteria or virus into our body. So it is divided into primary immune response and secondary immune response. Primary immune response is nothing but that very first time a bacteria or virus is entering into our body, it is called the immune response produced for the invasion of the foreign substance is called primary immune response. The primary immune response has 4 phases: lag phase, log phase, stationary phase and decline phase. Lag phase is nothing but when the bacteria or viruses enter into our body, it creates some impact in our immune system and the antibodies started to produce. So this is called lag phase. Lag phase differs from the bacteria or virus which enters into our body to 2 weeks to 3 weeks or within 24 hours or 48 hours. The next phase is called log phase. Log phase continues in the production of antibodies in our body, which increases the antibody count in our bloodstream. This is called antibody titer. The amount of antibodies produced during this phase is known as antibody titer. Then the next phase is stationary phase. Stationary phase is the stopping phase of the antibody production. Then the decline phase occurs and the antibodies started to decline in this phase. So now we are going to see about secondary immune response. Secondary immune response means the same bacteria or virus which is entering into our body for the second time. The secondary immune response takes place because of the memory cells which are produced by the primary immune response plasma cells. Now the bacteria get easily identified by the immune system, which acts in a 12 hours, which act within 12 hours or 24 hours in our body and eradicates that foreign substance from our body quickly. This response also has 4 stages: lag phase, log phase, stationary phase and decline phase. Here the lag phase is a negligible phase which does not occurs for a while. It is a quick response in the lag phase, and the log phase continue for a while, and the stationary phase also exceeds more than primary immune response, and the decline phase also slowly the antibody gets declined in our body. So now we are going to see about cell mediated immunity. Cell mediated immunity means the cells which are present in our body helps in the eradication or destroying of the foreign substance that enter into the body. Why we are saying that cell mediated immunity means whether the antigen is present inside the cells, our antibodies cannot act against that antigen which presents inside our cell. So cell mediated immune response takes place here. This occurs in a mechanism like first the pathogens entered into our cells. Now our antigen presenting cells engulf the bacteria or virus and degrades it into small peptide bonds, and then it is attached with the MHC complex, and the MHC complex linked to the MHC complex linked to the cytotoxic T cells, which produces or activates the production of cytotoxic T cells, and the cytotoxic T cells get cloned and secretory cytotoxic cells and memory TC cells are produced. The secretory TC cells then releases the perforating lysosomes, which are the chemical substance which is used to kill the foreign particles. Then the degradation of the foreign substance occur in the cells. In this video we have discussed about immunity and its types. In next video we are going to see about lymphoid organs. Thank you.